Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today I'm here to bring you the top 20 tech deals for Amazon Prime Day. Now, all of these deals are the lowest price of 2025. That's how I specified it. When I looked out for the best deals, I wanted to make sure it was the lowest price it has been in 2025. So all of these deals are that. I'm going to leave the links all in the description down below. And full disclosure, they are affiliate links, so anything you buy does help out the channel. Now, we're going to go through different categories, so jump ahead to the category you want if you are looking for something specific. Now, let's get started. So first up, we have the smartphones, and the first up is going to be the lowest price all the way to the highest price, starting with the Moto G Power. This is the 2025 version. It's 8 gigs of RAM as opposed to the 4 gig of RAM model, and going for $199. That is a really good price, $100 off, and I just really recommend it. It has everything you could need. Now, I will say there is a TCL phone at this same price, but it's been the price of this and a little bit lower than it at different times. So it didn't qualify for my lowest price of the year. This one does. So this one is a really good one to check out. But I'll leave that TCL one down there as well, just as a alternative for the $199 price point. Then we have the best deal you can get on an iPhone right now. A lot of the renewed iPhones are up for grabs. And if you do check out, I actually did buy some renewed iPhones. So I have some of my videos on Amazon for the quality. And this one is a refurbished premium iPhone going in at $340. This is an iPhone 14, the blue model. There are different colors that are similar priced, slightly different. This one I thought was the sleekest, best price you can get. For $340 for an iPhone 14 is a really good deal, like a really good deal. And again, it's the second cheapest one out of all these phones. So if you're looking for an iPhone, this is a really good price one to get. A lot of them are on sale for the renewed version, so you can get things like the Pro variant and other ones and the Max and all that kind of stuff. But I just thought if you are looking for a replacement iPhone, there is no better price you'll find than this one. All right, now around that same price point, you do have the Pixel 9a. This is actually the same smartphone that my son has. He absolutely loves it, and it lasts for multiple days because he barely uses it. He only really uses it in the car. He wants to play some games, and that's about it. So it really is a great phone, 128 gigs of storage, great camera for the price. You're not going to find a better camera under the $500 price range than this phone right here. And again, it's the lowest price it's ever been. So it's a really good deal to go by. If you are looking for a really great quality camera and good battery life, this is a good one to go with. But if you do like Android and you don't want to go on the Pixel side, they do have the Samsung one going with the A56. Great phone. I literally have lent it out to a friend and it has replaced his S22 for a little while now, and he hasn't really had any complaints about it. So really good quality for a Samsung smartphone. This is the A56 coming in at $374.99. Really good, again, price point, and it's the cheapest it's ever been. Yes, there will be a new model coming out next year. They probably start coming out around February, but until then, this is the best mid-range Samsung has to offer, and I believe it is still the highest selling phone that Samsung has had this year. Then we have our first flip phone. This is coming from the Moto Razr 2025 version. So this is the one that just came out, I believe, in June of this year. Again, lowest price it's ever been for $528. That does also come with 256 gigs of storage. It's the first phone that we have that has that much storage, so I did want to point that out. And just really good for the price point. If you just want a flip phone, you've been wanting one, Razer did improve the camera quality a lot from last year's model, so it is much better. And honestly, it's a lot cheaper than you can find like a Flip 6 for at a new price. So I would definitely take a look at it if you do want a flip phone, and it's going to be a lot better than last year's model, again, with a lot of storage too. And yes, we have another Samsung phone here, and this one is going to be the S25 FE. This one's coming in at $544. Again, the lowest price it's been all year, so it's a really good one to go by. I think this phone should have been more towards the $649 price point. So now that it's actually at $544, this is a really good deal. If you just want a phone kind of for anyone that just needs, hey, I need a good phone quality, good storage, 256 gigs of storage, this is perfect for them. This is a phone that I would definitely get for my mom, my brother, who just need a good basic phone and just needs to get the work done. This would be the one that I would buy them. All right, this one is kind of crazy because Google just released the Pixel 10 and it is on sale. I thought this was kinda crazy, so I just wanted to point this one out because the Pixel 10 is already on sale. This is a regular 10 model, mind you, but for what you're getting, this is just such a great price. It's normally $799, it is going for $649. That is a really good price point for this phone, especially if you're looking for a smaller phone. This is the phone that I would get my daughter actually because she has the Pixel 8. So if I wanted to upgrade her, this is the one I would go with. And right now, it's the best time to do it. You could also do trade-ins, by the way, on Amazon. A lot of people don't know that, but you can do a trade-in with your old phone too. So see how much you can get for it and see how much this will come out in cost. But the fact that this phone just came out a month ago and it's on sale for Prime Day is kind of crazy. All right, and another phone that I am really surprised it's this low of a price. It is honestly such a good deal, especially because I haven't had a person that has this phone that hasn't really fallen in love with it. This is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. So this phone is basically super thin, and you really notice it when you're holding in the hand. It is the equivalent to like the iPhone Air coming out this year for Android, and it really is just again, every person that I know that has it has loved having it and has gone back after reviewing other phones. So it just really is that good of a phone that a lot of people like it. And the fact is, it's 684. It is normally 1099. Again, 256 gig model of storage. And yeah, you have the latest Snapdragon, you have all that kind of stuff. So this really is a phone that I would take a look at and honestly consider if you want something really different. And if you, especially if you're on again an S22, S23, and you were looking about upgrading, this will stand out and be very different from what you had before, enough that you would be like, man, it was worth the upgrade. So I would take a look at it. And again, it has the same camera as the Ultra series too. So it does have an ultra quality camera at this price point. That is really good. And so you couldn't get a 200 megapixel camera for at this price point new in ever, really. You couldn't have done that before until the Edge came out. So it's something to definitely take a look at. All right. And then our last phone is going to be the Moto Razr Plus. Now, this is the second best Razr that came out this year. Again, just this past June. And it is going for $699. That is $300 off. Really great price point. It does come in this color at this price point. Other ones are a little bit more expensive. But closing off the phones, I am confident from going from $200 to $700. We have had so many smartphones on sale this year that it's a really good time to buy. So I would definitely take a look at it. This one, you get the full screen. I recommend getting Click's keyboard as well. If you have seen Michael Fisher's keyboard company, it really is just such a good quality. And it has made me want to get this phone just for that keyboard. It really stands out. It really is something to behold. And the difference between Razer and Samsung is on flip phones is Razer, you can use the full apps on the front screen. You cannot do that with Samsung phones. So this one is one that I would definitely consider. And just for that price point, it's a really good price point. Now we're entering in the tablet area, which we're starting off with Samsung. And this one is an interesting model. I didn't realize it actually came out. Last year, Samsung refreshed their Tab S6 Lite because obviously Tab S6 is a lot older, but they refreshed it, 64 gigs of storage on here and newer Android operating system. Plus, you really just do have Samsung's ecosystem. So it's really good. You have an S Pen built in with this, or have an S Pen coming with this. You have an S Pen coming with this one. It is Samsung. You have lots of accessories for it. So for that purpose, for $179, under $200, this is one to get for a kid, a replacement tablet, anything like that. It's a good one to take a look at. However, if you do want to step it up, this is a really good one for only about 20 bucks more. And this one is coming in from Lenovo. This is the Tab Plus because they have a lot of different names for all their tablets. What this one has is an insanely big speakers on the left and right side. And it really is kind of like having a portable speaker, kind of like their Flip series of speakers, but it's attached to an 11.5-inch tablet with 128 gigs of storage, mind you, too. So a lot more storage. And this is one that could literally like be your entertainment tablet for your living room. And then all the kids can grab it and all that kind of stuff too and use it. But this one is really good. Like it just I'm very happy with it. It includes the case coming with it too. So if you want more of an entertainment tablet and if you are kind of looking getting a Bluetooth speaker, this isn't going to be as big as like say $150 Bluetooth speaker, but as about a $50 speaker, so much better than regular tablets, this will definitely play an impact. So really good one to take a look at for again the price of 200 194.99, lowest price of the year. Definitely take a look at it. All right, and this one I have the little brother of. I just got the 11-inch version of this one, but TCL's Next Paper 14-inch tablet, 14.3 to be exact, is on sale for under $400. I believe this is the cheapest tablet at this size that you could possibly get, and it is really good. It comes with a stylus. You have TCL's really nice next paper. Like this is perfect for like a student. If you want them to go throughout college with this kind of one for their e-reader display and reading all their textbooks, this is perfect for that. 256 gigs of storage. So again, we're doubling the storage, and you have 8 gigs of RAM, or it says 8 plus 8. I believe that's virtual, so I'm going to say 8 gigs of RAM. So again, really good quality tablet here, and yeah, I would definitely check it out for the screen size and the storage. You cannot get better than this. Again, I think this is at least the cheapest I've seen for that big of a screen size at that price point. Definitely one I would take a look at. Okay, now we're going to go into laptops. And the number one rule I have for laptops is you always have to get at least 16 gigs of RAM. So if you're looking at any laptop, there's lots of things to take in mind with display quality size, the screen size itself, the storage, a lot of different things. But the one thing that is always true, you have to have at least 16 gigs of RAM on any laptop you buy, because 8 is not enough and you will see it slow down within the first year, in my opinion. So I'm always, hey, I want to get a laptop. I want it to last for 3 to 5 years. That's my mindset. Get at least 16 gigs of RAM, no questions. So starting that off, we're going to go from the cheapest one again to all the way up to the higher end gaming one. So for this one, we're going to start off at $450. And this is just your basic good all around laptop for like a student. If you need a first laptop, or you just need to browse the internet and do word processing, this is it. So this is all your basic 16 gigs of RAM, 512 storage, an i5 processor, which is fine for 13th gen, and a 16-inch display. So right in that middle screen size, not too big as a 17 or 18, and not as small as 14, but just a good kind of laptop. $450, great price. Again, lowest this year. All right, then we're going to step up a little bit in terms of processor. We're going to have a better screen quality, and we're going to have a much lighter weight 14-inch laptop. Now, I do want to point out this one, actually, if you look at the link, it will have a 16-inch model. It's a little bit cheaper, but I like to go with the 14-inch. This is going to be a little over 3 pounds. So really lightweight. This is what I would recommend more for a college student. So you need to do a little bit more and you want a lighter weight to go along with all those textbooks. This is what I would recommend definitely for a person that travels a lot as business, or for a student that needs to be on the go and wants minimal weight. This is the one to go for. Really good quality on everything it has, to be quite honest. So definitely one that I would recommend. 664, again, lowest price of the year. Really good for this laptop. All right, and then we enter into the gaming laptops. Now, what is a gaming laptop? Obviously, you can play lots of video games. So this would be good if you want to play Minecraft, Fortnite, and a lot of mid-range games like that, or even entry level that you want to play. That's perfect for this. This is what you get the kid. The other thing that this would be really good for is for editing. So if I wanted to start my daughter off on video editing, as she has an interest in it, then this is the one I would go with. It can do basic video editing, 1080p, no problem. 4K, it will take a longer time to deal with, I'm not going to lie. But for 1080p, this is perfect for starting off on photo editing, video editing. It can do it all, no problem. This is what I would go with. This is the Asus TUF 16-inch display. Again, we have 16 gigs of RAM. The main thing that this has is what that graphics card is, which is what you need for gaming and video editing to do well. And this one has the entry level 4050. Really good one. Definitely good Wi-Fi too as well for the Wi-Fi 6. Not the latest, but still good. And everything else here is going to be solid. You might want to upgrade your storage later on, but again, that is something you can do later on with this laptop because it does allow you to do that. So you can open it up and add more storage at a later date if you need to. But for 829, this is solid laptop that I would definitely recommend for entry level gaming laptop. All right, and then we're moving to the last laptop, which is a step up from the other one we just had. This is a gaming laptop again, but this has a new generation of graphics card, which did have a good upgrade, but also that the processor is really good on this one. And this one is going to be from Gigabyte, really good quality brand, always reliable, always some of the best warranties out there too. I love Gigabyte in terms of that kind of stuff. And I really have to say that for the storage difference and the graphics card difference, going in at about $200 more, it's definitely one to consider. So this one has an RTX 5060. Again, what I would recommend for more entry level gaming or even mid-range gaming, and definitely for entry level video editing, this would be just perfect. All right, now we're moving on to all the accessories. Again, we're going to go lowest price to most expensive. Starting off with this one, this is just a really good thing. If you want to turn your home into a smart home, control it with your phones, your smart speakers, this works across all the board with Google, Alexa, and Siri. So this is Casa Smart Plugs. You get a 4-pack for $22. I mean, it's just really good for that price. I might snag some more. I have gotten them in the past. They don't require a hub or anything like that, and they're compatible with everything again out there. So, really something I would recommend if you do want to have the ability to make it work with everything, this is going to be a good one to go with. All right, there were lots of headphones on sale. Two really stood out. The first one is a gaming headset. So this one is from SteelSeries. This is the Arctis Nova 7X. There are lots of seven. There's like 7Ps. This one tended to lead more with, I believe, Xbox at first, and then they kind of just made them work with everything. But the whole idea behind these is really good quality gaming headset for 119. Really good one to go by. Lots of great battery life. You can plug in that little adapter, so it's minimal in terms of the latency when you're talking, and especially if you're part of a team, that's really important. So I would definitely take a look at these. If you are looking at a gaming headset, I might actually get this one for my nephew. All right, if there's one thing I always tell everyone is this is the day, Prime Day is the day to get all of your media storage. So I'm going to be showing you a portable SSD, but if you want a memory card, flash drive, all those kind of things, this is the time to get it because they're always the best deals on Prime Days and Black Fridays. I always wait to get new ones during those days. So for this one, it's going to be a 2 terabyte going in at 2000 megabits per second speed. So this is one that I personally own just for the fact that I needed something with a faster transfer. I own the 4 terabyte version because I'm crazy, but for most people, 2 terabyte at 159, really good. And there are cheaper for a slower speed. I'm showing you this one because again, it's the lowest price it's ever been this year. So I think it's a really good one to consider. There are again slower ones that will be a little bit cheaper, but for the price difference, this one I always be the one to get, especially because the rubber texture around it really makes it durable. All right, this one I cannot say enough good things of. I literally have it right at my desk because I just absolutely love it. This is the Logitech MX Creative Console. This helps you edit so much faster. The dial actually switches too, depending on what app you're using. So I usually for video editing, but I've started using for photo editing as well. It speeds up your entire process. It's again the lowest price it's ever been. Typically, because this one just doesn't go on sale. Usually it's like $10 off at 189. Now it's 161, lowest price of the year. Definitely something to take a look at if you are editing. I think it's something that any editor would appreciate, especially for video editing, just because that dial and the quick macro buttons just so much better. And Logitech's Ring is no joke. It's something that really helps you save clicks and movement. All right, then we're coming in at the best headphone deal for sure this year, and that is the Beats Studio Pro coming in at 169 all the way down from 350. This is the best headphone deal by far. It's actually the biggest discount that is on this entire list. So it's definitely something to take a look at. If you are looking at headphones, this is just a really good price for really good quality headphones. They have never been this low. So something I would definitely consider if you are looking at headphones. Beats obviously always a good quality, always reliable, and again, just it's lower than all of its rivals right now. Like this is meant to compete with a lot of the high-end Sony, AirPod Maxes, Bose, all those kind of things, and it is undercutting them by about $100 right now on sale. So yeah, definitely would take a look at it. And just going to have really good audio. Then finally, the last one, something we don't see on sale too often is graphics cards. So if you are building a PC or updating it, this is a really good price for $419. You get an RTX 5060 Ti. This is going to be an upgrade for most people who haven't upgraded their graphics card for about a year or two. This will be a nice upgrade coming from a 40 series or a 30 series. This one is a good one to take a look at. Plus, it has a lot of VRAM, which is quite important. So having 16 is going to be definitely better than a lot of the other models that might have 12 or 8. So this is one that I would definitely take a look at if you are planning on upgrading your PC. All right, guys, hopefully you found this video helpful. All the links will be in the description down below, but these are some really good deals that I would definitely jump on over the next 2 days just because they're going to be on sale. I might update the description tomorrow just to see if there's any more deals, so make sure to check out for that. Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.